Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to whenever you get to watch today's show. It might be slightly different from the show you thought you were going to get because we have a few technical problems. My side, not anybody else's. But anyway, you are welcome, wherever you're watching across the globe. People start picking this up, fire the questions in, and we will get the team to answer them. I'm Joe Shepherd, your host for today's OneStream Live exclusive event, Streaming Hope. Today we are highlighting the exceptional capabilities of OneStream Live and how live streaming can leverage making a significant difference in our communities through charitable initiatives, through community engagement, and through corporate social responsibility. All of these things are the foundation of what underpins OneStream Live. We've got messages coming in for, can you stream for free? There we go. Quick message. There we go. Technology. Welcome to the show. Of course you can. Go to onestream.live. Speak to the great people at the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little speech bubble thing there. Speak to the humans at the customer support team, and they will be able to help you in getting you started for free. So, as I say, all of these things, the charitable initiatives, community engagement, corporate social responsibility, are all of the things, the foundations of what underpins OneStream Live. Today, I am fortunate to be joined by my fellow brand ambassadors, Chryssa SKODRA from Finland and Stephen Healy from Wiltshire in the UK shortly, who will be taking us through creative ideas for fundraising live streams and how OneStream Live works and how it has fundamentally added value to organizations such as the Neuron Foundation and vast amounts of churches and similar types of organizations who also benefit from live streaming with OneStream Live. Throughout today, we'll show you how you can use OneStream Live to amplify your message and your cause. We'll share some links and resources as we go through. Now, before I welcome Stephen and Chryssa into the studio, here's a brief message from our Chief Executive Officer, Hanan NAEEM, on today's exclusive global event.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Streaming Hope, OneStream Live's impact and inspiration. This event is a testament to our unwavering belief that technology can and should be a force for good. At OneStream Live, corporate social responsibility isn't just a phrase. It's a commitment, a guiding principle that drives everyone and everything we do. Today, we are not just showcasing a platform, but building a bridge between innovation and impact, between stories and solutions, between generosity and a global change. This live show is about more than just content. It's about connection. It's about shining a light on incredible causes like OneStream LIVE Foundation, which supports access to education and uplift underrepresented communities in Asia. Through powerful stories, live discussions, and a shared vision for a better future, we hope to inspire you to witness impact and become part of it. Thank you for joining us. Hello, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the CEO, the great Hanan NAEEM. Please welcome to our studio my fellow brand ambassadors from Finland, originally from Greece, Chryssa SKODRA, and from Wiltshire in the UK, Stephen Healy. How are you?
Happy to be in this show. Greetings from Finland.
Joe, Chryssa, it's great to be here. It's great to be part of OneStream Live and part of their special broadcast.
And to all our viewers out there, of course, thank you for tuning in and listening. Stay tuned for the next 2 hours. I think we have a great show planned ahead, thanks to Joe and everybody at OneStream Live. But we want the contribution of the people, right, Joe? Can they still send messages in the chats?
Absolutely. We had one of the already. Technology said hi and then said...
Can I stream for free? Yes,
I saw so that. We answered that one, which was brilliant. And we've got another one there. Forgive me if I pronounce these wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but Farwa says hi, wherever you are. So already people are picking up the messages on the new single out as well. And War and Fire, powerful. Hi. Welcome to you as well. So there we go. Listen, we got a whole range of things to come through today. Chryssa, thanks for introducing that first off. But I want to start with you if I can. So the power of live streaming for charities and non-profits, okay? How do you think that live streaming is transforming the way that charities and non-profits connect with their communities and supporters?
I will tell all this in my next segment, but what I want to indirectly answer to your question for starters is that in general, doing good has so many benefits for humanity and happiness. As we know, Finland, the country of origin of OneStream Live, where I'm based at, has been for many years in a row named as the happiest country of the world. One of the criteria that the World Happiness Report takes into consideration is if people are donating or doing good. So one of the criteria that makes people happy, according to research, is doing good. So with that in mind, all the chemicals and endorphins and oxytocin that gets elevated in our bodies when we're doing good, whether we're donating or we're doing a good cause, and having a sense of purpose, I think it makes people very productive, happy with themselves and so on. And I think it has also benefits in terms of businesses. Businesses are seen as responsible, reliable, trustworthy, and people want to buy their products and their services and engage with them and so on. Now, when it comes to live streaming, I think it's, in a nutshell, the digital era that we're living in, it's paramount and of paramount importance that the companies, the organizations, whether they're small non-profit organizations or for-profit organizations, reach out to the audience to communicate, bring their stories to life, show the faces, show their purpose. I think it's all about bringing trust and connecting people and hearing amazing stories. So in a nutshell.
Brilliant. Stephen, that's really powerful, Chryssa, to start us off with. I can't wait for your section on that. That's fab. Stephen, community engagement through digital platforms. What are some of the most effective ways that you've seen live streaming building trust and engagement within communities in your journey?
That is an excellent question. Normally when people say that, they want time to think, and I'm thinking like mad because you've known the question beforehand. I think the basic thing is that live streaming with OneStream Live is not rocket science. Given a few hours training, which is always important, and a mentor, corporates can go live, charities can go live, churches can go live, and you can actually tell the story. I mean, I was watching a church service the other day, and it was 3 cameras, 1 computer, and it was broadcast out to the world on Facebook and YouTube. And I think that it's reaching out. I mean, in terms of churches, not everybody can actually go to church. And when COVID was around, which incredibly was 5 years ago, nobody could go to church. And as soon as we started coming out of COVID, churches started to broadcast their services. And our local church has been doing it for 5 years now. And it's just basically building community. Live video is the best way to do it.
Absolutely superb.
And if we talk about inclusivity, if I may, if people can have all kind of issues. They might have mobility issues, other issues that prevent them from going out. So that's a very accessible way with the help of technology to reach out to really a diverse group of people, despite all kinds of issues. So thanks to technology, we're able to reach people that before they couldn't go to church, or they couldn't get messages important to them.
Yeah, absolutely valid point. I'm going to stay with you, Chris, if I can. Corporate social responsibility, CSR, it's very much a buzzword for some organizations. Not for OneStream Live, we'll come back to that, but CSR and live streaming. So from your vast experience in streaming, and you've been in for years, how can organizations really use live streaming to enhance their CSR efforts overall?
There's so many things that can be done, and you're right. CSR has been a buzzword, but it has so much purpose. And I don't like to, when companies are trying to greenwash and do things just barely scratching the surface. But everybody should do a corporate social responsibility as I said, because employees will be happier, more engaged, the company will be seen, or their company brand, in a better light. but also they could be economic benefits. So being sustainable, being responsible, it doesn't only do good for others, but it does good to companies. There's so many ways that companies can benefit of that. First of all, I'll talk in my upcoming segment about what is really corporate social responsibility and what live stream creative ideas can do. But one of the most important is, for instance, first of all, if you have, depends on what you're doing as a company. First of all, you need to decide, what do you want to do? What is your priority? Do you want to focus on some environmental causes, or do you want to focus on your own employee well-being programs, right? Maybe you say that we want to help our employees have a better work-life balance. Great. Then you use, let's say, a OneStream Live, and you stream and you bring your employees to the forefront and you make them the stars. So that's employer branding also. Or if you want to donate at a cause, right, at a good cause to support your community, right? Let's say if your organization can benefit a cause that is close to you or on a global level, then you can bring those beneficiaries to talk on OneStream Live and have their testimonial there. You could be a smaller organization, you could be a church that could really legally accept donations. So then you can use it the other way around. You can use technology in OneStream Live to live stream, and if you have the license to collect money, go ahead and ask people in creative ways to donate for your charitable cause. So whether you're a big corporation, whether you're a small, medium-sized company, you could still find causes of good to contribute to with purpose and impact. Or if you're a charitable organization, a nonprofit, you can use it to reach out to the wider audience and accept donations or get to connect with the community. So many things you can do.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Thank you for that. So we got some more, again, Facebook, it does not allow us to see my friend, whoever that is. Welcome. And thank you for joining us today. We will go back afterwards, find out who you are, and we will thank personally if you got any messages. Again, how I'm assuming that was to the question from before of how can you go free. We got another one here from Facebook user. How if I just have one phone? Quite simple. You can do it all through OneStream Live. Again, go to onestream.live, please. Bottom right hand corner, you'll see a red circle with like a little speech bubble envelope thing. Click on that and it takes you through to a whole pile of unbelievably clever humans, not bots, humans in the customer support team who have access to getting you started, access to the likes of myself and Chryssa and Stephen to help you out, and they will get you started. So go and do that. Brilliant. So Stephen and Chryssa, very quickly then, because we're coming up to your segment, Chryssa, in a moment. I'm really excited about that. What to expect really for the rest of the day for people? What can they get the most out? Stephen, I'll start with you. What can they get the most out of today, really, in this type of event?
I think that basically this is a great place to actually find out what OneStream Live can do for you and how you can actually use it for your business or for your charity or for your church, to see what it looks like. Because one of the things about live video is that people are afraid of it. And what we're here to do today is to show you how friendly the staff at OneStream Live are and how easy to use their system is. So at the end of this, you should be persuaded that not only can you use OneStream Live for your own business, you can use it for CSR, you can use it virtually for anything.
Brilliant. And on that, we've got a couple more viewers coming in, and we've got an answer to your question. So hello, everybody. Rita, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. We get to watch OneStream Live themselves, or watching it as ever. The mothership, the fathership, the grandfathership, we're all there. Shazeen, thank you for everything you've done and do for us. And here we go. There is the link. You can start free. But again, go to the bottom right corner when you go to OneStream Live and speak to the good people at the customer support team. Brilliant. Listen, Stephen and Chryssa, we value your thoughts and the inputs. Great so far. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, you are welcome to this OneStream Live. Let me just move that wee bit of chat off there. coming in thick and fast. The comments today, keep them coming. If you've got any questions, then if the give them to.
If I may, I want to ask all our viewers, everybody watching us right now. We are live. Everybody watching, I want to hear from you, from the organization you're working for, whether it's a small company, whether you're a one-man, one-woman entrepreneur, whether you're working in a big company. Have you thought about corporate social responsibility? Are you engaged in any community initiative? Are you donating? What are you doing? Have you ever thought of doing good? And also, second question, have you thought of going live while doing good? Let me know about these two questions, and I would love to take your comments for my next segment.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. After the short break, we will be back. You are welcome to this exclusive OneStream live event streaming over. After the short break, Chryssa will be back with more top tips and insightful thoughts. Stay right with us for the rest of the show.
Hi everyone, and this is the segment where I want to give you some inspiration if you're wondering what is a corporate social responsibility. We're not working in a corporate. How can fundraising can help us? What this has to do with live streaming. So as I said to you before in my introduction, if you were tuning in and listening, first of all, happiness comes from doing good. That's something that's been researched. So we know for sure how our bodies are working, how brain chemistry is working, and what's happening to our brains. Even MRIs have shown, and scans of brains of people showing that while spending money, for instance, on others, help them even more than accepting money. You might think, okay, what is Chryssa you're talking about now? But let me tell you a little bit the big picture of things, and we have some visuals we can show for you as well. My good colleague Joe will bring them here on the screen. First of all, let's see what corporate social responsibility initiatives can be. They can take many forms. So first of all, they could be volunteering and employee engagement. Maybe you give, if you're working for a company, if you're leading a company, you can give paid time off for staff or your employees that decide to volunteer in a cause in your community, in your city. Maybe you have team volunteer days at local charities, right? I want you to think about this and think, what can I do in our company? Or you can have a focus on sustainability and environmental initiatives. You can look at the big scheme of things, the big picture, and you can also look at your neighborhood and your community. Here I have some cards developed from the United Nations. These are the sustainable development agenda and sustainable goals. So these are big things that you could do at a global level, but you can do things at the local level as well, because you're watching us now probably from all over the world. Maybe you're privileged that you live in Finland, where it has one of the cleanest water on earth, so perhaps this goal might not be so relevant, but maybe this goal has relevance. So I want you to think what makes sense in the grand scheme of things, but also in your community. So sustainability and environment could be another type of initiatives, or you can reduce your carbon footprint. You can calculate how much is our carbon footprint in this company. And you can have, for instance, a show broadcasting transparently to your audience all your great corporate social responsibility initiatives, your sustainability initiatives, your environmental initiatives, your volunteering initiatives. Then you want to show that you're an ethical company, right? Maybe you want to show how you are transparent and ethical in your supply chain or in your sourcing of materials, or how you are doing things following the compliance or the anti-corruption, depending again on the industry. then you might feel that, okay, for us in our business or in our industry, the community support is something really important, and we want to help the youth or the underrepresented groups in our community, or we want to help the local schools and community centers. So we want to partner with a non-governmental organization and build a long-term strategy and social projects that we can contribute. So try to think about ways that you can, as we've seen in the visual as well, what you can do. You cannot bring a world peace, you cannot solve all the problems, but you can find just something. You can do good from your industry, from your organization, in your community. If you work in a big multinational corporation, you can do, of course, greater things across the planet, but you can also do things in your city, in your country. Then you might want to focus on diversity, right? And show that how your company is inclusive for people from all walks of life, different religions and different cultures are employed. So that's a great way, again, to show the faces, their stories, bring the people there from your organization. Or maybe you want to showcase your company, as I said before in my introduction, as a great employer. So if you want to use live streaming as part of your employer branding, you can show that we have this great employee well-being programs and work-life balance is important for us. You can do so many things. And of course, the thing that I'm also interested about is education and awareness. You can use live streaming very well for educational purposes. If you want to educate about your company, about your products, the services, about the good causes that you're involved in, then live streaming, for instance, is an excellent tool because it combines video and audio. A video can have a script or a description there below in YouTube. So you reach to all kinds of learners. People learn in different ways. And then here we have, let me know also in the comments. I have a lot of I want to ask you so I can address any questions. So the chat here is available to you. We can go to the next slide. Innovation for good. For instance, this is something very good example. One company from Finland recently has developed a product, their own product that came from doing good. So they developed back in the COVID days, but I just found out about it, that it was their product. They developed a ski mask or a neck warmer that it has filters that prevents also the transmission of the COVID. So that was very interesting. So doing good can actually accelerate business success for you. In this graph here, we see what's the connection between corporate social responsibility and fundraising in particular, because fundraising can be a powerful part for companies' corporate social responsibility, especially when combined with live streaming in order to reach audiences. So here's, for example, some examples that what we could do. For instance, we can partner with registered charities, right? So your company can partner already with a charity organization that has a legal entity to accept donations. So that's very transparent and legal way to do fundraising. You, as a company, you can match the donations. So you can say that for every euro or every dollar it's being donated, we as a company would donate €1 more. So you're doubling, matching the donations. You can host or co-host branded live stream events with your, let's say, registered charities or other partners. So you have then greater visibility, because when you do co-branding, you tap into the audience and the clients and the followers of the other company, of the other organization. So then you become more visible in a variety of platforms, in a variety of audiences. Then you have your employee engagement. So again, bringing your own people, bring from the CEO down to everybody working in the company, they can be brought and talk about proudly about the efforts you're doing as a company. You can also create product-based campaigns. This means that you can have a product. So if you're manufacturing a product and say that, you know what, this is the product we are making, and now this product we will sell this much, and the proceedings for this, or 10% or 20%, will go for this charitable cause. So you can increase your sales and at the same time give back and do good to the community. And you can actually give a lot of, you can use OneStream Live and live streaming to do your sales, or direct back to your website and say, hey, everybody, go to onestream.live and buy the product from there, from our shop, and so on. And at the same time, you're communicating the good cause while you're driving traffic to your website, increasing your sales. And causing awareness. This is the educational part of the corporate social responsibility and initiatives regarding also fundraising. So this is very important, because I think you are then a thought leader. You are a person who puts their face, or you're a company with faces and real people. So that brings trust and rapport. You build that connection, and you educate the public that might not necessarily know that, you know, in your area there is children who need this kind of help, or there is this good cause that you're contributing to. And you can, of course, invite experts and other thought leaders on your live stream, influencers, or people who have been positively impacted by the cause and your fundraising. And of course, here important is to note that it's very important when you're fundraising, for instance, to make sure that you check the legal requirements in your country, because this can vary amongst cultures and nations. In Finland, I know that you have to have a certain permission, and it's very transparent and thoroughly, carefully. You need to know what's going on. But live streaming can be used when you're transparently reporting, for instance. In Finland, you have to be transparent in how much money you have raised, right? So you can make afterwards, after your fundraising, let's say, campaign, you can make a thank you show where you're thanking everybody for donating, or you can transparently show and bring a graph saying that this is the money we raised and this is where the money will go, and bring the real stories, as I said, real impact, people who have been or will be impacted from the good cause. So now if we see the next graph I have prepared for you, here we can see it in the spotlight, please, so we can read it. Yes, here it is. Here's, for example, I already touched upon these initiatives, what you can do. So we're talking about corporate social responsibility, the big picture, and impact-driven initiatives, and then fundraising. That could be also fundraising for nonprofit organizations. And now we go to what we can do. As I said, live interviews with employees, with partner charities, with volunteers, with everybody involved, beneficiaries, donors, and so on. Then you can do fundraising events as such. So live, you can go live as we are now and do live auctions and say, okay, this is number one, product number two, specially signed product thing like this. So you can do auctions, you can do donation challenges, you can do a tele marathon. You just be creative. You can do a lot of things, as I said, making sure, of course, that you know the legal framework of your country. You can make the thank you notes, as I said before, thank you shows that thanking and transparently saying that these are the donors if they want to be shown, or this is the money we raise with this, the previous live streams we hosted. And again, education, raising awareness, experts, webinars. With OneStream Live, you can also, apart from this public live streams, you can have password protected. This is important. Password protected streams, for instance, in the hosted pages, live hosted pages. So this is something almost like a webinar behind the password. So you can host for a specific audience if you so wish, or you can completely make it public, and expert talks and so on. Now, I want to give you some creative ideas with my last visual. What you could do if you're still thinking that this is not for us, or it sounds so difficult, and what we can do. I would say that be creative. You can use creative ideas, for instance, whether you're a small church and you're streaming your sermons, or whether you're a nonprofit organization that you want to fight for a good cause in your community. You can think, for example, because I always believe in the power of the senses, of all the senses, engaging the senses and art. Try to incorporate music. Try to incorporate art. Find, for instance, a local musician or a local band. Could they sing for you? Could you make it such an interesting creative event where you bring a local singer band where they sing for you, even a cappella? You can send the link, so they appear, they get teleported to OneStream Live Studio as we are now, and then you bring them to your stream, and you can promote it as such that we have this great cultural event. You can have a lineup of performers, right? It could be, if you're raising money for children, you could have magicians, right? You could have different types of artists. They can do magic and even on their screen. There are many ways you can find art in a creative way and very cost-efficient way. Many people would be willing to come to your show for free, pro bono, because they want to be part of that good cause. So everybody can do just a little something and putting their own talent, spending their own time. And as you know, time is money. Even the time someone spends to come and show something, talk about something they're passionate about, or show their talent, that shows that they are contributing. They're donating their time, they're donating their talent. And of course, then the audience can then feel that something of value is being delivered to them. Then you can have a contest, for instance. You can have a spinning wheel. And I don't know if my good colleague can bring me here the spinning wheel just to show. I just quickly made a spinning wheel. There's so many free software that you can use online from your browser. You see here, for instance, click in the middle. Let's see, for example, you can have, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the spinning wheel. And now the hostess will do a challenge that says host is blindfolded. Okay, so I will host the show blindfolded if you donate some money in this good cause. So you can put yourself also as a host of this, let's say, show, a good show that we have now. Let's imagine that we're hosting a show. You can use creativity in putting yourself on the line and say, yes, I will also be trying to be creative here and put myself out there. And it doesn't have to be sad and depressing and that you have this kind of high attitude that I'm the philanthropist and we are doing the good. No, you can. We are all humans. We want to do good. As I said, it's also a selfish and a selfless and selfish act at the same time. By doing good, you're helping others, but you're also helping yourselves. So remember that. And then if we see the visual again, you will see that you can also bring, if they want, if you, of course, it depends on the data protection and so on. But let's say you can have some donors who donated an amount of money that could be brought on the live stream, or you agree beforehand, is it okay, can we bring you in a thank you, in a special thank you show? And you bring the people who donate if they want to show their faces and their identity, and then you people can get inspiration by people who actually donated and get to know why they have done it and how they got involved and what's their story. Maybe they have had a story from their childhood or from their parents, or something happened in their life, or just because. And then again, with OneStream Live, you can host live shows that could be for all time zones and as long as you want, and so on. So if we had, for instance, many brand ambassadors here, we could go on for 24 hours. So maybe the goal, my dear colleagues, is to go next time we host the exclusive Streaming Hope special. We aim for a 24-hour hackathon tele special, 24 hours that we reach all over the world across the different time zones. So we can pass the baton to other people, because OneStream Live enables you to invite so many people. Is it 16 or how many is it? Up into the studio. So you can invite constantly people in and hear stories from around the world. So many things you can do. I'm so hyped. As you see, I move my hands when I'm passionate about it. Hopefully you get inspired about how you can do your corporate social responsibility, or how you can do your fundraising if you're a nonprofit in the digital era, really capitalizing on the power of live streaming across borders, across nations, across cities. Being accessible, reaching out to people who cannot even maybe visit you physically or geographically, but you reach out through the screen and you're talking to them as they are near you, next to you. So that's the beauty of live streaming. And hopefully you got inspired and start thinking what I can do in my organization, whether it's for profit or not for profit. So thank you, Joe.
Absolutely superb. I think you should become the CEO of a global charity.
I love that.
and bring some of those things to life. Listen, you shared so many great things there, Chryssa. It is heartwarming, the passion that you have, and seeing how that you do things. So on behalf of everybody, thank you for sharing with all of that today. This follow-up shows there just on you talking about all of that in its own right, I feel, but then what would I know, eh? But maybe just a thought.
Next one, are you up for a 24 charity show?
Oh yeah, this is at my age. If I can stay awake for 24 hours, I'll be joining you. Yeah, definitely. So we look forward to that.
And one thing, if I may, now it came to my mind, I forgot about it. You know, I'm a Guinness World Record holder.
You are?
And I am, but it's a team effort. And I want to give this creative idea as a +1 cherry on top idea. Many people out there, you can think about, for instance, something out of the box. What we have done in Finland is we gathered 101 people from many nationalities. I was representing my home country of Greece, and we entered a sauna of the Navy Academy here in Finland, and we managed to get in the Guinness World Record. So you can find a good cause and put your company in the Guinness World Record. Break a record for something. So I want to give this as a challenge.
Good. And congratulations. I forgot that you're a Guinness World Record holder. More inspiration. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Chryssa SKODRA. So stay with us. You're welcome to this OneStream Live exclusive Streaming Hope. After the short break, we'll be joined by Stephen Healy from Wiltshire in England, who'll be sharing with us how OneStream Live works and how it fundamentally adds value to organizations such as the Neuron Foundation and vast amounts of churches and akin similar type of organizations who also benefit from live streaming with OneStream Live. Stay right here on today's OneStream Live exclusive Streaming Hope.
Okay, I wasn't. We did some rehearsals, but I wasn't totally prepared to be on screen at that particular moment. My apologies for that. These things happen. Chryssa, I didn't know. First of all, brilliant section. Really enjoyed it, and I was almost a Guinness record holder. It was a few years ago, though. We played darts non-stop for 120 hours, 15 minutes, 4 of us, 4 accountants as it was, and we broke the world record. And we were waiting to go into the Guinness Book of Records, and then just before publication date, somebody did 125 hours. So that's why nearly in the Guinness Book of Records. Now, OneStream Live is an international organization which actually provides what I feel to be the best live streaming software that's available to us right now, because it has everything that we need. I'm going to show you in a moment the studio, and then you'll see how the studio works. It's not frightening, taking step by step. It's easy to use. But first, a bit about OneStream, and I just need to bring my cryptic notes. If I was in my own studio, I'd have a teleprompter, but I'm not. So first of all, when you start using OneStream Live, there is a host of support available to you. First of all, on the OneStream Live Facebook page, if you go into Facebook and search for OneStream Live, you get the Facebook page. And on the Facebook page right now, you'll find that if you, over Easter, take out a subscription to OneStream Live, you'll get a 25% discount off what is already a very realistic price. So I'm just saying, little tip. Go to the OneStream Live Facebook page, scroll down, and you'll see a big 25 and an Easter egg. You can't miss it. And you can actually get the subscription and try it out. See if it works. It does work. That's why Joe and Chryssa and I are here, because we enjoy being part of OneStream Live. OneStream Live is family. We all work together. We all support each other. And in terms of that, you've got the Facebook page I've spoken about. You've got the Facebook group, which is sort of very active. And if you've got any technical questions at all, I mean, when you're new to live broadcasting, you're going to have questions. Where do you go? Well, you've got 2 choices. You can either go to the Facebook group and ask a question there, and you'll get answered by the staff who are in the group. Okay, you get answered by fellow broadcasters. We all help each other. It's a team effort. So the Facebook group is the place to go. But in your studio, you can actually click a button. And as Joe mentioned earlier, if you click that button, you'll get live support. And the support is not AI driven. It's people. It's real people not working from a script who can help you. And they can answer, and I've tried and tested this over the past 4 years. They can answer any question that you come up with helpful advice, pointers, and if you have a genuine problem, they will resolve it. Okay, so if you want help, Facebook group and in your studio, just press the button. Okay, now, they are proactive as well. That's the other thing I love about OneStream. They are proactive. Joe, Chryssa, and I go live on the OneStream Live YouTube channel, well, up to 10 to 12 times per month. And we're joined by other members of the OneStream Live staff, answering all the questions that you could have about live broadcasting. I was doing a video earlier today, which will appear in May. And basically, it was about how do you actually get more viewers? This is the most commonly asked question about live broadcasting is, how do I get more viewers? So I'm going to be honest here, I asked ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and, I asked 3 systems, basically, what do I need to do? And then I distilled that down, get myself an agenda. And the first one was hit the ground running. The thing about a live broadcast, and I'll let you into a little secret here. The thing about a live broadcast is you've got to start and hit the ground running. The first couple of minutes of a live broadcast are crucial because during that time, people see you, they learn about the stories that you're going to tell, and they decide whether they're going to stay or not. Now, if you don't approach this professionally, I've got to be honest, before I go live, I've got an Alexa next to me and I play Def Leppard. Okay, that gets me in the mood to actually broadcast live. That's my way. You may well play country and western or classical music, but get yourself in the mood and be ready to start as soon as the go live button goes green. Start talking about the stories you're going to. You've got to give a good lead in. Keep people engaged for 2 minutes and they'll be longer. Which brings me to another point. Basically, when you go live, there are 2 schools of thought on this. Do not play an intro, right? Because the first 2 minutes, if you're playing a video, people can't see you. You're losing 2 minutes of you. And it's you to see. It's your guests that people have come to see. So this is a personal opinion, not necessarily right, but I know that it works. So we're on the YouTube channel. And as today, you can come and join us anytime. You can ask questions during the broadcast and after the broadcast. Conversations can carry on over into the Facebook group. The key is that if you want to know anything about live broadcasting, the best company to be with is OneStream Live. Because the OneStream Live staff actually know what they're talking about. They actually live, which helps. And basically, every week, in addition to the videos that are on YouTube, there are blog posts that you can read. And I've set mine, it's on a reminder to actually read the OneStream Live blog post because it's not written by AI. It's well researched. It includes information that we need. And that's it. So Facebook group, Facebook page, YouTube, blogging. And now it's time to actually get started. And Joe, could you play the first video, please? Cool. This is the OneStream Live Studio. This is the place where we can tell our stories to everybody. We have everything we need in one place. And in addition to that, well, I'll tell you about that in a moment. But for the moment, you can have up to 16 people on screen at any one time. So you can invite guests in. The invite guest link is top left there. And you can send the link, you send it to Messenger, you can send it by email. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see my camera, which is switched off at the moment. And I switched it off by pressing the button at the bottom. Now, the thing is that you need certain facilities to be able to tell stories. Every single broadcast you do is about informing, educating, and entertaining. And the OneStream Live Studio makes it so simple and easy to do. I can bring in images and I can load that. I have up to 20 different images, which I can bring on screen at any time. I can swap images during a live broadcast. I can swap my camera during a live broadcast. I can swap everything during a live broadcast. The center actually works in our favor because we can bring in sound, we can bring in video, we can bring in text, and it all helps us to tell a story effectively. Now, the thing is that what you've got to do before you actually do a live broadcast is to plan. Every live broadcast needs a plan, an agenda, a list of talking points that you're actually going to talk to, and as Joe has done for this broadcast, basically to set aside the videos that are going to be played, the images that are going to be shown, the text that's going to be shown on screen, the teleprompter prompts that are going to be used by myself and Chryssa and Joe during the show, and everything is here. You don't have to go live. You can just press the record button, top right, and when you do want to go live, you can decide the title and description of the broadcast, and you can add up to 50 different destinations, and you can actually, well, this is the magic for me, is that once the broadcast is completed, you can actually then send the recording out to another 50 destinations. Now, down the right-hand side, you can see that we can design the layout, we can put banners up, we can put tickers up, we can have chat. Chat is very important. The thing about live broadcasting, as opposed to any other medium, is that you can talk to people whilst you're live, and chat on OneStream Live is rather special because it takes the chat from several different places, brings them into one central place, and whilst you're live, a colleague can actually be replying to the chat, because one of the things that when you're actually broadcasting live is that you want to concentrate on being on screen. So you can see the comments, you can read the comments, you can display the comments on screen, but to reply to the comments, you'd have to break into what you're doing. With OneStream Live, you don't need to do that. Basically, you have a team of people who can help you. In addition to that, in terms of helping us as broadcasters, there is a teleprompter, and it is extremely useful to put your agenda on a teleprompter, to put your script on a teleprompter, and practice and read it out. So everything that we need to broadcast live is in the OneStream Live studio. Let's just go through it. Text, images, video, screen share, up to 16 people on screen, everything you need, all in the one place. So it is a one-stop shop. Simple as that. And the thing is, this week, I went live on OneStream Live, but then I took the recording and I broadcast that recording to multiple destinations at the same time. So I had recording from yesterday and a recording from the day before, and I've done 2 broadcasts to multiple destinations, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And all I need to do is give it a title, description, and okay. I've got it. Bilal is here. Welcome, Bilal. Title, description, select the video, say where I want it to go to, say the date and time, and OneStream Live will broadcast the pre-recorded video wherever I want it to go. So simple and so straightforward. Now, I also use live video for promotion. I'm actually doing, well, I'm actually going to run a 10K. And 10K is in Swindon on May 3rd. And over the next 2 weeks, I'll be using OneStream Live to actually promote the event, because I want other people to join the Race for Life. The Race for Life is for cancer research in the UK. And the idea is to generate funds for over 100,000 people that Research Fund has helped. And I've been invited this year by my partner, Angelica, to run with her and her daughter, and I've got to try and 10 kilometers. Now, I do 5 kilometers every week, so it's not much of a stretch. I'll be using OneStream Live to actually promote it, and I'll be raising money for charity along the way. And I'm hoping to do 2 things. I'm hoping to raise £75 for charity, and if Angelica and we've done, and I'm also hoping to finish the 10K in 1 hour 40 minutes. Now, those of you who know me will know that both those are possible, and I'm working hard to meet both targets. So that's the Race for Life, using OneStream Live to actually promote a charity, to promote a cause, to help. And that's the beauty of video, because when I'm broadcasting live, people can message me. Yeah, and I can respond to those messages. I can show them on screen, and it works brilliantly. Okay, now the other people who actually there are churches, there are charities around the globe using OneStream Live to keep in touch. In actual fact, if I just read you this, the Neuron Foundation is based in Poland, and it's made up of 200 individuals. Forgive me for reading, because I want to get this right. And I need to put my glasses on. Okay. One of the most powerful tools Neuron Foundation uses to engage and educate youth is live streaming. By hosting online courses and webinars, they provide valuable lessons on topics like personal branding and career development. And they say we're trying to do webinars and training courses online through our social media, and we're planning to host webinars on our website. Now, you can host webinars on your website because this is OneStream Live. Not only can you broadcast up to 50 different social media destinations, but you can broadcast to your website, and you've got choices. There are 2 different ways. And if you don't have your own website, guess what? OneStream Live can give you a live hosted web page, all included in the subscription. And you can broadcast to a web page hosted by OneStream Live. People can watch the live, people can comment, you can respond, you can have a call to action button, and it's one screen. You design it. You pick the logo, you put the title and text in, you pick the background picture. You can basically, setting up a website or setting up a web page is simple and straightforward. I think now might be time for video number 2. How do you do all this? Video number 2, please, Joe. We're in the OneStream Live studio again. And as you can see, I've got my camera on screen and I have the card from today's broadcast with myself, Chryssa and Joe. And basically, I can change images. Okay, I've loaded the images and I can change them. Just replace the media. And this is a show that I did this month, which is Social Media Strategy for Churches. And you can find it on the OneStream Live YouTube channel. It's one of 12 videos that are published on the OneStream Live social media channel on YouTube every month. So we're here to actually help you on a permanent basis. And you can call upon our expertise within the Facebook group. And additionally, you can contact us about any questions you have about OneStream Live. OneStream are committed to your success on video. Now you can see that my name is actually on the screen. I can switch that off by just saying hide. Okay, and my name disappears. I can also go to tickers and I can pick a ticker, and my upcoming broadcast is all about Easter live streaming, overcoming common tech challenges. So we are here to help and to advise and to give you ways in which you can improve your broadcasts, and we do that every single week. As I mentioned in my previous broadcast, we have chat, which means I can chat live with people watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I've got a private chat I can have with people who are on screen with me. Remember, you can have up to 16 people on screen. Media. I can upload a video clip and I can play that video clip, and all I need to do is to go down here and to give you an example. This is video you've already seen, so I'm going to bring that on screen and I'm going to switch my microphone off. This is the OneStream Live Studio. This is the place where we can tell our stories to everybody. We have everything. So you can upload video and you can play it during any live broadcast. And this is my catalogue of videos. I can have up to 20 videos and I can play them anytime during a broadcast. And the teleprompter is here, and Social Media Strategy for Churches, and this is my agenda. I can bring that on screen and there it is, so that when I'm actually broadcasting I can see that, but anybody watching the stream cannot. So stream worship and services and sermons, you can broadcast from your church, you can host midweek devotionals, you can share testimonials. In actual fact, if I press play, it will go through the sequence. Okay, so these are all the items that I talked about in the video, YouTube video I showed you a moment ago. And this is a regular broadcast on different topics to help you with your streaming. Okay, so I'm going to hide that. Remember, only I can see it, the viewers cannot see it, but it does mean that I am able to look knowledgeable on screen. So I'm going to hide that and come back to that card. Now the final card I want to show you in this section is this one, and I'm going to replace the media, and there it is. And it's 10 powerful ways to get more viewers on your live streams. This was I actually put this on TikTok. It's got over 4,000 views. So what I'm saying is there is an agenda, and we use that agenda to help you to learn how to improve your broadcast. We're continually trying to improve our broadcasts. We're here to help you improve your broadcast too. There is a Udemy course which is being reworked at the moment for 2025, hopefully released by the end of March. That's available to you as well. There's a Facebook group available to you. You can contact the support, bottom right hand corner. You'll see a support button. Now, the thing about support, which Joe and I always mention, is that support is live. It's by real people. It's not AI. It's driven by people. OneStream Live is all about people, getting people involved in live video and supporting you in every step that you take. This has been Stephen from Wiltshire in England. Thank you for listening. Right, and I'm back. So basically, live have everything that you need to broadcast live. I'm just waiting for Joe to tell me that time is up. Just let me go down here, and I can remove that now. I don't need that anymore. So I'm just looking at the chat, and I'm waiting for Joe to. I've done it.
And as if by magic, I tell you one thing we did want you to talk about, mate, is tell us a little bit about the Neuron Foundation.
The Neuron, did you not hear?
No, I didn't pick that up.
Oh, right. Sorry. Just let's put that right then. First of all, I'm going to screen share.
Brill.
I did read it out. You might have.
Sorry, mate. Multitasking.
Yeah, if you want to go on the playback, you'll find it there. I'll show you. No, I can't share screen from here. So I'll read it out to you again, Joe. Just let me drag it up on screen, and if I can find it. No, okay.
There we go. Well,
I'll tell you live. Brand Foundation. Okay. Right, I'm not quite sure what's going on.
There we go. I can share that for you there.
Okay.
There's actually an excellent blog, isn't there?
It is. Basically, the Neuron Foundation, which is based in Poland, is made up of 200 individuals, and they basically provide support for children around the globe, and do that by physically going to different locations and joining in and helping. They do that by using OneStream to broadcast lectures and lessons and two-way classes. They do make great use of live video and recorded video as well, as it says there. They use streaming, and the beautiful blog written by OneStream explains exactly how they work, contains a link to the Neuron Foundation, and it's good to hear somebody using live video to good effect.
Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Listen, again, I love the walkthrough, talk-throughs. I think one of the powerful things is that it shows people just how easy it is to get started. So thanks very much for that, mate. As ever, look forward to seeing you back in segment 4, and we will catch up with you again shortly. Stephen, always a pleasure. The godfather of streaming, man who taught me everything. Thanks, mate.
You're most welcome, Joe. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, just after the break, we'll be joined by the Chief Operating Officer who's jumped out of something to this and then jumped into something. So we'll see him in just a second. Bilal CHOUDHRY's coming. And as if by magic, the Chief Operating Officer of OneStream Live, Bilal CHOUDHRY, is in with us. Bilal, how are you?
Hello, Joe. How are you?
I'm very good, sir. Listen, thanks for your time. I know that you've jumped out of 2 things into this, and then you jumped onto something else again. So straight into it, because I know you've got a few minutes. The foundation, the OneStream Live Foundation, give us a brief overview, Bilal, if you would, on the foundation and its mission.
Okay, thank you, Joe, for having me. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And yeah, I was looking at the show. You're conducting it very well. So coming back to the foundation, we have built a foundation, which is the goal of the foundation. It's OneStream LIVE Foundation, and the primary objective is to provide education to students from underprivileged backgrounds. It's education. It's a foundation that provides scholarship to students so they can come to Finland and pursue their master's degree. Our mission is to kind of help uh, aspiring scholars build their skills and gain some international exposure, have get high quality education, and then return back home as accomplished individuals with a cross cultural perspective, and they can help their communities in a way, in that way. So we are trying our bit, a small bit, in that way to give back to society. So this is what is OneStream LIVE Foundation, basically.
Great, mate. Thank you for that. And how does it really align for you with the broader goals of OneStream Live as a business, as an organization?
It's a good question, Joe. OneStream Foundation kind of complements our OneStream Live's mission by amplifying our commitment to innovation and community empowerment. So, we are a company centered around live streaming, enabling seamless, uh, impactful live streaming. And OneStream Live is inherently about connection. So, about bridging people, bridging communities globally. So I think the foundation aligns this by supporting. The foundation aligns with this by supporting initiatives to promote digital inclusion and education in technology. So the foundation, I forgot to mention the foundation. The education we promote is, for now, is primarily in technology sector. So I think we provide the tools and ammunition necessary for students to kind of gain international exposure and have an impact on the society. So in this way, we are trying to create a meaningful societal change, and the foundation helps uh, extend the reach and impact of our company beyond the business. So there's a business part, but it kind of helps us do something beyond the business. So it's basically a broader goal:
Sure.
high quality education accessible to people.
Absolutely. So the sponsorship program, what are the criteria, if any, that you use to select students for the program?
For now, it's basically a need-based education, a need-based scholarship. So we are looking for students who are underprivileged, who are good in studies, who are excellent, who have the passion and drive to do something, but they are kind of held back by you know, uh, their society or their problems or their cultural issues, or they don't have access to so much money. So we are looking into all these aspects, and if a student has and we are also looking into the fact that can the student will the student not be able to do this if we don't help them. So that's where we want to see that if it's really means something to them, and if we provide them the scholarship, then they will be able to do it. Otherwise they won't be able to do it. So it's primarily their passion, their own grades, how they have done in their past studies, and their how needy they are actually for this, because it's a need-based scholarship as well. Other than and all this criteria, by the way, is checked by an independent panelist who have experienced in the education sector of 20-25 years. So it's not done by me or other OneStream Live employees or founders, but we have created an independent panel who make the decision independently of us.
That's really, really good. I've got the ticker run along the bottom there. For people can check it out, onestreamlive.foundation/about us. And I'll share the screen in just a minute. I've got it there ready, waiting. What measurable impacts for you as an individual, as well as being the CEO, have been achieved since its inception? Because I like the way you describe it. It's a mix of a help up and a help out. It's not just the freebie, and I really like that. I think that empowers the individual to be able to do their bit as well, Chief.
Yeah, so as I said, it kind of empowers the individual, and by if we uplift one individual, we can kind of uplift their whole family. We can uplift, and in it's kind of a ripple effect. So you can uplift, or you can make a meaningful change in the society. So I think as a CEO, that's something that is, it's not just a responsibility for me. It's like I'm coming from a leadership role, and I've seen that companies can be a powerful catalyst for change if they commit to do something good beyond profit. So we are not just building a tech platform, we are building a global community. And I believe that access to education is one of the most meaningful way you can uplift individuals and their entire families and society. So I think that what drives me is knowing that the scholarship program, we are opening doors to students, to people which would otherwise remain closed, or at least that's what our goal is, so that we can open doors for them that they wouldn't have access to. We can give them something that they wouldn't have access to otherwise.
Brilliant.
So we are kind of supporting students when they come to Finland for master's degrees. We are kind of investing them in their dreams, in their future, and it's a ripple effect that they have on others. So we are trying to do our bit, and it's very fulfilling.
I would imagine so. We got a couple of comments there. I'm going to throw up one from Rida. I hope I pronounced that correctly. That's such a noble initiative, sponsoring people who deserve quality education. Social impact businesses go a long way. I'm just going to sort of blow your trumpet for a bit at OneStream Live, because I'm going to finish with a video that isn't necessarily related today, but it's all about OneStream Live. Because for me, and we touched on this before with Chryssa and at the beginning, corporate social responsibility starts first and foremost with the business, the organization where you look after your people. That's the foundation. And you do that as a company in spades. And that's superb. But Taco Advisory has asked this question here that you might want to, because I love it. I think that's great. How many students so far for the scholarship? Would you know that off the top of your head? Any success stories? Have some been employed by OSL, by OneStream Live? Great question, Chief.
We started this 2 years ago. So far, we have, if I'm not wrong, 4 students that we have given scholarship to every year, and so it's still in early stages. I would say it's we have given scholarship to 4 students, and they have all come to Finland. They have started their master's education. 2 of them that I know have gotten employment. They have not been employed in OSL as yet. No one out of those 4, but they have come to Finland. They have gained. Those who have completed the education, they have also gotten good jobs in Finland, and they are doing excellent. We are in touch with them, and they are very happy, and they are helping other students who are coming to Finland, and they are also helping their families and sending something back home. So it's, as I said, it's kind of an effect. It's a kind of ripple effect that we see, and we are very happy to see that we are doing something meaningful and touching people's lives.
Yeah, very much so. So the foundation's work, how do you, or do you feel that it genuinely really contributes to fostering global collaboration and leadership development? Is this something that you'd like to see spin off into other areas, so like your partners and stuff like that? Or is it just solely a OneStream Live, not inward initiative, but you know what I mean? You've got so many positive joint venture partners out there who could add so much to your basic idea.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, we have, as I said, we have started it only a couple of years ago. Our goal is that we expand it to other universities. We are only supporting Aalto University. I mean, we are only collaborating with Aalto University in Finland. It's a technology. We are only supporting masters in technology right now. So no humanities or society at the moment. But our goal is to expand it to first step to other universities in Finland, also include other disciplines other than technology, and then invite other companies, organizations, and other community members to contribute to OneStream LIVE Foundation, because it's a foundation where anybody can contribute. It's a registered foundation in Finland, so anyone can contribute to this foundation. So our goal is that we can bring in more contributors, bring in more companies, so that the foundation grows bigger, and we can we can invest in more students and provide opportunity to more students. This is just let's say this is just the beginning, and we are just taking small steps for now. But hopefully, in the future, it will grow big, and more people will join us, and then we can impact more students, more lives.
Brilliant. How can viewers, organizations, or individuals get involved in supporting the foundation's initiatives?
I think for now, the best way is that you can go to our website, that is, and there's a contact us option there, and you can contact us from there, and we can, you can get information from there. Our team will contact you, and then we can collaborate and see how we can take this further.
Brilliant. In fact, actually, I just noticed that I must find out who a TACO advisor is, because obviously a bit AI inside my head, because it's really
yeah. I'm not sure if right now you can. Well, I have to maybe some tax lawyers will have to check with it. I'm not sure if companies or individuals from outside Finland can contribute to it right now, but surely individuals and companies registered in Finland can contribute.
I'm going to,
but we have to look into it. As I said, it's just the beginning, and we have to kind of expand it to other universities, expand it globally, and maybe, yeah.
Brilliant. I love the way that you explained it before, that you've actually got a panel who do this. So actually, you're out with, and it's independence, and that, I think, from a governance point of view, from an ethical point of view, it allows you as it's the right way to go.
Exactly, and I mean, I think that the expert, those guys that we have in the panel they are experts, they're university professors, they are researchers, and they have, they have probably know better when it comes to education than us. But our job is to provide an environment, provide a foundation, provide a place where students can give them students the opportunity so they can apply. But then, of course, we cannot give scholarship to everyone. So, of course, there is always going to be a selection, and some people might be left out. But how it with all,
It is. I'm just going to ask you this, and then I'm going to scroll through that. I've just put up the brilliant site for the foundation, but I'll ask you this, and you can talk over it as I'm just showing people through that. So we talked about how views and everything get wrong. I understand that there is the possibility of doing some live updates at some point in the future. Talk us through that. What are your thoughts on that, and how you get your message out more? How would you like to get your message out more?
Well, I think we would like to, if you're asking about how we would like to promote it, I think we are looking to promote it already. We would like to, we have done some events, and I have also kind of promoted this to students I have been invited to the Aalto University's new students welcoming gathering, I would say, and I have been there, and I have promoted, and I have been. We have also been in touch with Aalto University, and we have been talk to their dean and their professors. We have also been in touch with other universities. So I guess so far we are doing this stuff. We are kind of reaching them individually and proposing what we do, and I hope that we can bring in more individuals, more companies, and more people get to trust us, and then it can become into a bigger venture where we can support a lot more students than we currently can.
Absolutely. I know you got to jump off. One final thought for us that really underpins for you as a human being everything about corporate social responsibility, community engagement. What fires you up as an individual, Bilal CHAUDHRY?
Well, I think as I already mentioned, that what drives me is that it is so fulfilling that when I know that as a company we can drive change. You can do that as an individual as well, but once you are a company, you are in a leadership position, you have so much, you have a lot more power to bring change and to do something good to the society. So for me, it's not just a responsibility, it's like a calling. We have always had this in our mind that if you are able to build a company, I mean, not just me, but also my co-founders, Hanan and Shahzad, we've always had this thought that we would always like to give back to the society. And I think education is one of the most meaningful ways we can uplift individuals and kind of, entire societies. Our goal is, our idea always has been to help people help them learn how to catch a fish, not give them the fish. So so education is kind of one way, because right now technology is the way, the world in which we are living, technology is everything. So by enabling people to opening doors for people to have access to high quality technological education, I think we can create we can we can create a great innovative global workforce. We can help individuals change their lives and create a great impact in society. So I mean, that's what kind of drives me, that we can it's something that really fulfilling, and it's about purpose, it's about people, it's about also leaving a legacy that goes beyond the business metrics. So this is something that we always wanted to do, and that's what just drives us to do this. It's very fulfilling, very
Good
it's
for you.
just great. It feels good when we
Good.
help somebody.
I think it's a fantastic start at what you've achieved in those couple of years and everything. Certainly, I didn't know anywhere near as much as why would I to some degrees, but it's been enlightening, genuinely enlightening to understand more and to be able to promote that out as well in the future. So that's something I'll add to my list. Bilal, listen, thank you. I know you got to jump off. Thank you for jumping in. It means a lot. I know what is on your ticket list.
It's always a pleasure to come on your show, Joe, and yeah, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for having me.
We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Bilal CHAUDHRY, Chief Operating Officer of OneStream Live. Coming up after this short break, we'll be having Chryssa and Stephen back in to wrap up the show. Stay with us, because this is a OneStream Live exclusive. It's Streaming Hope. And there we are, as if by magic, we are all back in the studio. Great words there, Chryssa, on the foundation. Brilliant.
Allow me to comment on the excellent talk from Bilal CHAUDHRY. I must say that the university that OneStream LIVE Foundation is working closely with and supporting the student scholarships and the master's degree program is the word Aalto in Finnish means wave. And I want to make the connection between what Bilal said about the triple effect, right? So when you are giving, not only you create this helper's high, but you have this ripple effect where it's a circle, it's a gift that keeps on giving, right? If you sponsor one student to come here and study and they get a job, they send money back to their home country, back to their families, they have a great life, and they will be donating, they will be helping people in need. So it's this ripple effect, a wave of hope. And I think I'm very happy to say that I'm very happy also to know that the foundation has such a great work already with those 4 students and more to come. And a great, as Bilal said, a legacy has to be left behind. And I think this is something, it's a cultural thing, of course, but everybody, in my opinion, should aim at not having money in the bank account, but leaving a great legacy behind. When we are gone from this planet, we want our names to be in the people who have met us or never even met us, to be remembered as we done something right, something good.
Absolutely. Wise words as ever. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost wrapping up. slightly earlier, and it's great because it's about the message that we've got through. But I'm going to ask each of my fellow brand ambassadors a question or so before we go. But here's a thought for us all. Today's Streaming Hope event has showcased really the transformative potential of live streaming as a tool for positive change. We know this, but we don't know. We tend to look at it because it's a business. We tend to look at it and it's for businesses. We've explored how live streaming not only amplifies charitable causes and fundraising efforts, but also deepens the community engagement and strengthens the corporate social responsibility for organizations in the right way, not just as Chryssa quite rightly says, greenwashing it. By harnessing the OneStream Live platform, ladies and gents, businesses and non-profits alike can connect with a wider audience. They can foster trust and create meaningful impact, making live streaming really a very, very vital asset for driving both social good and organizational growth. Couple of questions for the panelists then. Stephen, first of all, for those considering the first live stream, what are your top tips for getting started and building confidence on camera?
Well, the first thing is basically we're all reticent to actually go live because we're British. In my case, we're British. Basically, what I would say is what you need to do is to get hold of a friend, start a Facebook group and go live with the one friend and practice. And at the end of the test session with your friend, they will critique you. Because they're a friend, they will tell you the truth. And you can then decide that what you want to do is more live broadcasts. And doing that, you bring another 2 friends into the group and you repeat the exercise, bringing 2 friends, 4 friends, until you've got 16 people. And basically, you've actually done your live broadcasts many times in private, okay? And you've perfected your skills, you've got rid of the bad habits, you know that you are reasonably good on camera. And when you go live on Facebook for the first time in the public, you'll have 15 friends who'll be there to cheer you on. And any broadcast that starts with 15 people watching is off to a good start.
Absolutely. Good man. Well done. Chryssa, how can organizations make the most of their live streams to generally connect with their audience and inspire action, especially when it comes to CSR and community impact?
How to make the come again? What do you mean, Joe?
How can they, really make those steps into having a meaningful impact with corporate social responsibility and community engagement effect through live streaming?
I think it takes, you just have to go out and do it. If you decide at the corporate level that it's done, but I would say you have to really engage not only the leadership, that the leaders of the company, the CX level decide, let's do this, but it has to come from the grassroots level. So if you communicate within your organization and make sure that this comes from the bottom up as well, and also from the top down. So I would say that you need everyone's commitment. I think that's where the magic happens. Otherwise, I don't think that this initiative, but in smaller organization, it just needs bravery, fearless attitude, go out and do it. I think, as I said before, you have to be putting your face, be approachable, show who you are, build the trust, build the rapport. And I don't think that everybody, we are all humans, right? We all have a face. We see it every day. We see people, we talk to them. It's just the means, right? It's just the screen. So you're talking to an invisible audience, right? I always say, put a picture there of your son or your girlfriend and talk to them. Talk to that one person even on your screen. Look at this blue light there. So let's face it, we are all humans. We all eat and go to the bathroom. So think about this. So don't be intimidated. Just go out and do it. And if you're a small organization, start, as Steve said, from a small group that you might have. But then if you're a large organization, you can already do so many things internally before you even broadcast live. So you can use, I know that the team of OneStream Live is using OneStream Live tool to do actually their company meetings And often, very often, I think when Joe, we have meetings, we have been using the same tool, right? Using OneStream Live, but we just don't bring those discussions on air. Yeah.
Brilliant, absolutely. And I'm just, thanks for that. And that's led me into very nicely into running the ticker along the bottom there. And actually, I'm going to share the screen because there's an excellent blog article which the team have at OneStream Live have put together. Let me just, and where that is. And I will put that on fully as I just briefly, whoops, add to stream. Forgive me for that, guys. That's what we want. We want the full. So mastering community engagement. So that link there, I read this today, right? And using live streaming for community engagement, corporate social responsibility. This is one of the most powerful blog articles I have read in a long, long time. And I will repeat it out now. I'm going to add it as one of my evergreen posts. So every 3 or 4 months, because I think this is really, really powerful to do. The benefits of it, what it all is, how you can do it, practical ways to use live video for community engagement. And look at that there. And if you want any of these, if you want to download them, then send us an email, contact. You'll see that bottom right-hand corner there, right? See if I do that. Bing, there we go. There's the humans in there, right? So contact them, tell them you want a copy of this. You want to speak to somebody about what we're doing, if you want to get involved with live streaming, and especially around community engagement and CSR. So just thought I'd share that in there because I think that's pretty fab. Right, so where are we now? Right, that's it, ladies and gents. A huge thank you today, I think, to the brand ambassadors, to Chryssa SKODRA in Finland. Chryssa?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Or if you haven't watched this live, I hope you enjoy the replay afterwards. But I have a question, if I may. We have a couple of minutes. Can I ask the colleagues here and the audience, of course, if you want, write down in the chat, wherever you're watching us from, Facebook, YouTube. I want to ask Joe and Stephen, are you inspired to be involved in an initiative or in a charity? And if so, what would it be? What cause you would like to work for? I personally would like to work with children, for children. That's very close to my heart. What are your causes?
You start with you.
All right, okay, thank you. The first charity, of course, is Race for Life, which is the cancer research charity. Races take place throughout the UK over the summer, and people run 5K and 10K raising money for charity. I'm looking forward to my first event on 3rd of May, when I shall be running with my partner Angelica and her daughter. Also, I'm a believer in in Mind, which again is an English charity, which is all about mental health. And I help where I can. I broadcast live on behalf of Mind. I was there cheering at London Marathon last year, cheering people through. So those are two charities, Mind and Race for Life. So mental health and cancer.
Excellent initiatives, close to my heart as well. John, how about you?
Well, actually, myself and Jill, we foster for Miniature Schnauzer Rescue Ireland, Miniature Schnauzer little tiny dogs. Most people know our little dog Bod from one of my rugby shows. And then about 14 months ago, I set up an independent fundraising charity for them. They've got their own website, so you can go to MSFG MSFG.ie. So they are the independent fundraising group that I've set up. I'm trying to take a step back actually now that I've came in, got it set up. We've got a website, some brilliant people in the team, and allowing them now to develop it to the next level. So that's what I do, and obviously I'm still involved with the UK veterans charities and that as well. So it is good. It is good for all of us to have that impact. It starts with the individual on community engagement. And I often say to people, there's 8.2 billion people in the world. One big Joe Shephard. Only fair, everybody gets to meet me at some point. On that, huge thank you to Chryssa in Finland, and to Stephen Healy, the godfather of streaming in Wiltshire in England. Stephen, thank you very much, mate.
You're most welcome. Thank you for the invitation. It's been a pleasure to broadcast together, Joe and Chryssa. I look forward to seeing you both again and to watching your broadcasts on the OneStream Live YouTube channel. If you head over there, just search for OneStream, you'll find us. You'll find the three of us. And it's been a pleasure today.
And thank you to all the viewers, everybody tuning in, wherever you're watching us from. Big thanks to you. Kiitos. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Wow.
Joe, thank you.
A bit of culture as well. I'm going to have to write that down and learn that one.
Kiitos in Finnish is thank you, and ευχαριστώ is Greek. So
if I'd have to should have. Yeah, I remember a couple of words from my time in Cyprus. But listen, both of you, thanks very, very much for your time, your input to getting this off the road, off the ground, and for all your wise words and thoughts today. Huge thank you to the CEO and to the COO, Hanan NAEEM, the Chief Executive Officer, and Bilal CHAUDHRY, the Chief Operating Officer, for taking the time to support this as well. And in fact, the entire team, the entire family at OneStream Live for bringing this exclusive event together. And of course, thanks to all for you, as Chryssa quite rightly says, for joining us across the globe in supporting what we're doing. Now, if you're ready to use live streaming to power your own cause and connect you with your own community, now is the perfect time to get involved. Visit the links in the chat, go to onestream.live, speak to the team, and they will put you in touch with us, or they will help get you started. Don't forget, you can get started for free. So there we go. Discover how OneStream Live can help you and your organizations to make a difference locally and globally. Let's stream hope together. To find out more, go to the link. That's their blog, the community blog. There's some phenomenal ideas there that's running on the ticker, that's running along the bottom. And I'm going to leave you with a different video. So, as I said before to Bilal, to the Chief Operating Officer, everything about corporate social responsibility, community engagement and support starts with how an organization truly acts on a day-to-day basis with its own people. So this video I'm going to leave you with was actually, the video was put together, and I have to say the graphics team at OneStream Live are absolutely second to none. And they did this for the 7th anniversary birthday in January of this year. And the reason I'm going to play this is because we've done the charity show intro segment divided quite a bit, but this sums up for me why OneStream Live and its family are leading the way in every way of looking after people. Together, they stream hope. Good night. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.